Hey everybody, welcome to XLR for the second round of the new Tier 2 season. We have the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix for today. I am Numicon and I am joined by Giannucci for today. So, as we load into qualifying then, and we shall see what the starting order for the race shall be. We've got full qualifying today, so 3 sessions of varying length. It's 18 minutes, then the other 2 I can't actually remember. So we just wait to see who is the first out onto the circuit then.
Just another point out, nice to have a full grid for tonight, really impressive.
The Tier 2 attendance has been massively improving recently and it's great to see.
Very good.
Yeah.
Have a gamer first out then?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get my footage ready. He's coming under the bridge. We got the real life Abu Dhabi Grand Prix this weekend as well.
Yeah, what a coincidence.
Yeah, just by coincidence, not planned in the calendar.
Wheel of Death speaks again.
Howard Gamer coming into the turn 5 hairpin and he's just warming up for his laps. Very nice and so there's who's that going past him? That's a Haas car. That's Jay-Z. Want to get a bit more of a move on then. And so Jay-Z coming down into the turn 6 hairpin. It's kind of a hairpin, but it's also like a chicane.
Chicane-ish.
It's kind of a chicane and a hairpin in one.
Hairpin.
Yeah, so now this one is definitely more of a standard hairpin. So
Plan's gone. I'll get him back now.
Oh yeah. Oh. Right, so Jay-Z coming into the last 2 corners to go and begin a flying lap. Final corner of turn 16. They're quite easy to go a bit too wide and invalidate your lap times. But Jay-Z coming into the first corner. Is it meant to be the daytime considering it's qualifying? I don't think it is.
Not that I'm supposed to think. No, it should be about sunset roughly.
Yeah.
And then there's usually night time for the race then.
Yeah, but it's the middle of the day, so someone's gone off at the first corner. It's not VC Ryan, it's Om.
Might be Ryan.
No, it's Om.
Or Om.
I just.
Not.
Yeah, that's more understandable. Right, where's he gone? There he is. So Jay-Z coming down the back straight. It's a very long straight. I think it's around 2 kilometers. I want to say. Maybe it's more like 1. But it is still an incredibly long straight, regardless of the exact length. It's still incredibly lengthy.
That's about 1.5.
Back straight.
Would you say?
Yeah, maybe. Jay-Z with a 54.6 in the middle sector coming around the turn 9 hairpin now. And the new.
Is he also ERS?
Yeah, no, he's not using ERS.
Yeah, is he doing a banker lap maybe?
Possibly, yeah. On the medium tyres as well. So,
It was a Mercedes man, I think it was a Hearts.
No.
Yeah, Hearts below him behind.
Yeah, that's the McLaren of Hearts. With a 53 point something in the middle sector. He's got his teammate right behind him as well. That's Mr. Cactus right on his tail. So Jay-Z does a 25.9 and Hearts with a 24.0. Yeah, a much more competitive time from Hearts. And then Mr. Business with a 23.7. Also a very strong lap, which should last him for a while. Jamie Dodge in the final corner goes to the top with a 23.2. Very solid lap on the medium compound as well, so we're still yet to see a soft tyre run, although as I say that, Rolling Dice comes across the line with a 23.3 on the soft compound tyres. The first soft run we've seen in this session so far. There was a Haas in the last corner. That's Kyle. I think he's just beginning a lap. Om comes into the pit lane after that spin. VC Ryan jumps up to 3rd. So, where's he gone? There he is. A Power in the last corner. He's got an Alpino ahead of him as well. Power goes into P7 with a 24.2. A-Games and Unitos have had a collision. He's had a collision with A-Games.
Yeah.
A-Games on a flying lap, I think.
The last corner.
I think A-Games
went off at the last corner.
So I think they both got 5 place grid penalties for that. And
I'm gonna check. The race
Unitas lost
director now.
his. I saw two things flash up in a very short space of
Unitas
time.
and A Games have got.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both got grid penalties.
So
So I
both.
don't know what exactly happened there.
Yeah. Unitas lost his wings, so either went into the back of him or was
Yeah.
hit into a spin. Jay-Z improves but can't get himself off the bottom, although he's less than a tenth away from the car ahead of him of a power. Mr. Cactus with a 28.9.
Just gonna see what's happened. Someone's put in a ticket already for the steward, so we'll see as soon as possible. So we'll see what did happen.
He's not happy.
But yeah, that's not a happy person at all.
Not one happy Aston Martin. Faces a
Possible
bullshit
brake
lap.
check?
I don't know. Because it appeared that A-Games was also on a flyer.
Yeah, we'll have to check and see.
Or Face almost going round. He's not on a push lap. He's recharging some battery at the moment.
I'm trying to see if A Games has got his wing on, and
Yeah, he does. He's got no
A
damage.
Games does have his wing on.
Yeah,
So,
he's got no damage.
Oh, that's a very, very weird one.
Yeah. It's not often you see
I must say.
crashes in quali. And then big ones like that are even rarer. A-Games with a 24.4. So a couple tenths off Jay-Z. Someone just jumped up the order then.
Sweatback Flame,
Sweatback Flame.
23.5, Sweatback.
Yeah, goes into P3 with a 23.5. Ferrari in the last corner. I believe that is El Plan beginning a flying lap. Yes, it is. Footface is just beginning one now. He backed off his previous lap. Yeah, let's go with that one. I'm just trying to decide what colours to put my LEDs on.
Mr. Cactus has invalidated his lap.
He's on it anyway,
Ferrari,
I
think.
believe.
Ferrari,
He just get passed into the
Ferrari-
pit lane by Luke the Blade. Jay-Z's invalid. Kyle is in the final corner. Oh, final two
Go on,
corners. Coming around the last corner now. On the power, up to the line. Stays within track limits, gets a bit of a tow from his teammate. Puts it into P7 with a 23.8. Ow. So that's the Alpha Tauri of Mr. Business coming into the pit lane. I think next car on the lap would be Falcon. Is he pushing? I don't believe he is. He does not appear to be draining any battery. So I don't think he'll
20
be pushing.
seconds, 20 seconds, yeah. Frosted Cheese is on the lap.
Yeah, El Plan's also in the last couple of corners. He's in the last chicane, coming into the last two corners now in the Ferrari Las Vegas livery. Even though they're not using that livery anymore in real life, it's still in the game, since we don't get a patch until Monday most likely. And El Plan up to the line, goes faster with a 22.5. That is quite the lap.
Dangerous.
Dangerous. 7 tenths.
He's on new wheel, isn't he? I'm sure someone told him to go on wheel.
Hope someone didn't. I hope he's not on wheel with that pace.
If he is, well...
Like, when he drives on wheel, he uses like his wheel between his legs or something. Footface invalidated
His
again. Like, he puts like his wheel in between his legs.
What is he... That's just Estonian things though, isn't it? That's just like a tradition.
Jay-Z jumped up by 3 tenths into P9. Just behind his teammate Kyle. I think that is Havoc Gamer in the last sector. Yes, it is. He's not on a push though.
Frosted Cheese.
Yeah, no, he's backed off.
Don't know, yeah.
Yeah, he's backed off. He's half throttled.
Must have
on
been
the straight.
validated.
Yeah, he's half throttled on the straight.
Yeah.
Oh, we do have.
What was I going to say?
We do have the footage of the incident with Unitos and Agam, so I'm just looking at that now. So Agam's slow in the last second. Oh, he tried to get out of the way. Tried to get off the racing line, but at the worst possible time. And so, like, Agam's tried to get out of the way by moving across off the racing line.
I see.
But he did that as Unitos tried to avoid him. And they both got 5-place grid penalties for that.
No, a tough one for the stewards, but I think it's going to be A Games.
Yeah, I mean,
unfortunately taking a penalty.
He did definitely try to get out of the way. But
I think
he did it too late.
Yeah, and I think that's just between time and whenever I race, I always use the full grid map or the
Yeah.
full track map, because if I use like the mini one, it doesn't show me who's like up a previous corner, so then I
Yeah.
know I got time when to move out of the way and when it's safe to do so. But yeah, I think it's going to be, unfortunately, when no games penalty
Yeah,
come in.
it's it definitely was more on him, but it's just a bit of a misunderstanding between the two of them. I think Egam's trying to get out of the way, but a bit too late, and then Unitos tried to avoid him, but ended up just hitting like the. It's just, yeah, I don't know. It's really touch and go.
It's one of those instances where it's really
like you see them
awkward.
quite a lot in real life, but rarely do they actually end up in the collision.
Ryan just invalidated. He was doing really well then, second sector, but yeah, just fell a little bit wide.
Intos puts himself into P11, so that will be, that will be safe. Or at least it should be for Q2.
Yeah, because there's a massive gap between Om and Falcon. 27-1
wow,
for Falcon.
Although Frosted Cheese hasn't set a representative time, Havoc Gamer hasn't set any time, Footface hasn't set a representative one. Oh, Mr. Cactus!
Cactus has got one.
Yeah, he's just... Where is he? I'm trying to find him. Had a collision with
I don't know.
Rolling Dice, and now he's spun around, like, at the exit of the other pit lane, and there's an Aston Martin coming through as well. That was Footface.
Just gets out of the way.
And then... Frosted Cheese jumps up into P4, Luke the Blade into P5. So there's a collision between Rolling Dice and Mr. Cactus. I think it was a similar incident because Rolling Dice has no front wing, and Mr. Cactus was spun into the pit lane, so possibly went into the back of the McLaren which spun him out.
Yeah, we may be looking at the same story here.
Almost just sneezed, but I managed to hold it, so that's always a good thing.
Going to seem irrelevant to what I say, but I'm so glad I got a USB-C to an HDMI cable, so I got another screen where I can work from home, so I can do the report and do the stand-ins for Tier 2, which I'm so relieved.
Yeah, I've got a second
rather
monitor,
than jump in.
So I just plug them both into my PC, and then I can do it like that.
It's just a console one, though.
Yeah. Carl's fast in the first sector so far. So he's round 5 down the long back straight down towards 6. That's yellow flag. That's a Williams on and in that by the looks of things. Carl come blasting down that straight into 6 and 7 on the brakes, getting it turned in, taking quite a lot of curb. Now back on the power again. He's not using the full extent of the track, but he is suddenly using quite a fair bit of that curb. And now blasting down into the turn 9 hairpin, I believe that it is. It's almost 3/10 up in the first 2 sectors. That would see him. That would see Carl around where VC Ryan is, in that sort of P8, P9 territory at this stage. Although if he gets a bit more, he could also. Oh no, he's invalidated. Just under the hairpin. Not hotel. It just went a tiny bit too wide.
You know what made me giggle a little bit?
What?
Have you seen the chat, Mr. Cactus? Whoever drove this Ferrari, you deserve to be in the real team. So it must have been, yeah, it was rolling dice, so I wonder if you'll see that.
Who is on a lap? No, Falcon didn't improve.
Unitas has come in.
Apparo's beginning one.
Falcon
started
and one.
Apparo are beginning one.
Jay-Z. He invalidated on the outlap, so his
did he invalidate
push lap will be
the last
invalidated.
corner? He did. Oh yeah, like the last corner is a difficult place at the best of times. Yeah, that's rough for him. The thing I hate though, like I can't use my other monitor without having to pause without the game automatically pausing. It's so annoying. I wish I could just not pause it, and then it'd be so much nicer, and it'd also be better for the stream. 'cause
It
they can
happens.
multitask while also like having a actual viewing experience. Anyway, yeah.
Half a second quicker for a Paro.
Yeah.
Sector 2.
Oh, he's invalidated
Ooh, he nearly
though.
cut.
Yeah.
I saw that. I saw that as
Turn
well.
10. Just in the final sector. Or he should be able to go again.
Yeah.
And he's got the
That's
pace that should be able to get through if he does as well.
Yeah, it's very much a driver error there from the Paro.
Yeah. It's really easy
It's
to
not
do
even
in
under
that
braking
sector.
as well.
It's
It's
just
not even under braking as well.
And often you can just drift off on like a curved straight or something as well. A D10 retires in P3, and off goes a power again. A game is beginning another lap. Oh yeah, he's in the last corner. 3/10 up in the first two sectors. Let's see. For the Red Bull driver, puts the car P2. Still nowhere near our plans time. We may have to force our plan to use wheel for the remainder of the session.
I was using wheel then, but
I don't think he can be if he's 4/10 clear of everyone else.
Other gamer has not come out for pits. I've just realised.
Yeah, he's got like 40 seconds. He's got like 30 seconds if he wants to actually set the time.
He needs to get out.
Yeah, he's not told the team to come out because he's not in first gear. He's sitting in neutral, which means he's not on his way out. What's Hearts doing? I don't know. He's down on his time. Oh, actually, no, he found another 2/10 in the last sector. So, possibly he did just make a mistake in that final sector on his previous lap. Footface is going straight off the track. He's invalid as well. So, Footface won't be... I don't think Footface will be setting a time. No, he won't. With only a minute 25 left in the session, Footface will not be setting a time. And he can set this one, but with that exit he got off the last corner, he won't be going anywhere near
goes up to P8.
the drop zone. Yeah, so that will be safe for him. Havoc Gamer is not setting a time in Q1. Someone just jumped their way up. That was
A-Games P10.
Getting P10, yeah, so he's through. Or it should be.
Jay-Z up to P5.
Unitos is right on the bubble, and Om is currently out. He's a 10th up. Unitos is 2 up, though. I think Om will be out in Q1 here. And he's got to... Assuming Unitos improves, he's got to find over 4/10 already. And then if Unitos
nice hope of that McLaren as well.
Yeah, he really is. That's Mr. Cactus giving the Aston Martin a tow. And Mr. Cactus has gone very wide, and now... Or is he going to be getting in the way of Unitos into this final sector? Right in front of him. I don't think it's close enough. Okay, he goes off the track. Thankfully for Unitos, the McLaren does get out of the way. Now Unitos around the final few corners. He probably does need this improvement if he wants to get through. I haven't been able to catch how much Om is improving by. But Unitos right on the brink. He really needs a lap. And when he improved by half a second up to P12, that will be safe. And now it's whether Om will get through or whether Hearts will. And I'm expecting Hearts to get through here. I mean, Om's got to find 7/10 to be able to get through. He improved by a second, so Hearts is out.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That, I was not expecting that. And Mr. Business was on the brink in the end. As was Kyle.
That's a shock there.
I was not expecting that.
That's a shock there, I tell you that.
Yeah. Om knocking Hearts out. Oh, wow. Hearts was on a lap, but then he aborted it. I'm not entirely sure when, but coming around the final sector, he wasn't under the hotel. He was lifting off. So, wow. And across the line comes Carl, and now it's just Unitos that we're waiting for, and then we can move on to Q2. So knocked out in Q1 is Heart, Falcon, Footface, Mr. Cactus, and Havoc Gamer. I want to see that incident between Falcon, not Falcon, Mr. Cactus and Rolling Dice, because I'm incredibly confused. Like, what actually happened there. If I can see
Yeah.
what, if I can get a clip, I'll try and show you guys. Or if I can. I think Unitos it can count himself lucky to be through to Q2. After those incidents that he had.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He was awfully lucky to not have his wheel wiped off.
I mean, I'm surprised he didn't even DNF.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think, and then the way the contact was,
so,
he did hit
There's
his wheel.
three. Who else has got the grid power on TV? It was free, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Mr. Cactus. So
Mr.
he's starting at
Cactus,
the back of the grid. He'll be starting at the back then, I'm sure.
Yeah. Our plan, topping Q1 from Sweatback Flame and Jammy Dodge, and then knocked out was Heart Falcon, Footface, Mr. Cactus, and Havoc Gamer. Ooh. Outlander said, "Who said I must be on wheel?" When when I asked him if he was on wheel. Alright, so we're on to Q2 now. Oh, Planet 8 tends faster than everyone else. Alright, so second part of qualifying, then first out is D10. I swear D10 said he would start last. And
Who said that? XLR Universe had last first question mark. But
I seem to remember D10 saying he would start last as well. I swear he said that as well. But well,
I don't think he'll get pole, personally, because he said he had no training for Abu Dhabi.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be a plan on pole, but we'd
most likely
prefer it if it's not one of the tier 1 drivers, but we should force our plan to race on wheel, or we just ban him from the lobby. So that is D10 on his out lap. He's the first to ramp the lap. Actually, no, he got overtaken by A Games, who's going. No, that's not A Games. That is Mr. Business, who's in the final sector now. I reopened the wrong windows. There we go. And now Mr. Business has, in fact, he just hit the wall. He's hit the Nicholas Latifi wall, but he doesn't appear to have damage. So, and he'd invalidated his lap, but I don't think he did it late enough that the game will...
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he's okay, cool.
Yeah, he's alright.
That is a lot better for him than the alternative. And off he goes to begin the first flying run of Q2. There's a Ferrari out on the track ahead of him, but it shouldn't be a small enough distance. Yeah, you can't even see the Ferrari. He's miles down the road. So Mr. Business with a 17.3 in the first sector. Compare that to D10, who does a 17.4.
Yeah.
Now he's blasting down the back straight, down towards turn 6. It goes. Here he goes. He's going to get on the brakes. And then turned in for the chicane. For getting back on the power again. For another long straight down to turn 9. You need a lot of downforce for some of these corners, but at the same time, you need a good balance of top speed as well. And now getting it Rotated back on the power again. Want to get on the power as early as you can without spinning out on that corner, which is a difficult task at the best of times. Let alone when you're under pressure. Although thankfully these are just banker runs mainly at this stage. So Mr. Business is coming into the final two corners now, getting it stopped and turned in. And now accelerating across the line with a 122.7 as your first time off the Q2 session. And that's followed up by D10 with a 22.9. And the Alfa Romeo of Jeremy Dodge with a 22.7 as well. And then Rolling Dice with a 23.4 on the mediums. Jay-Z next across the line on the medium. Compound with a 24.8.
Don't understand what Jay-Z's doing. I'm sure they only have one set of medium tyres, and his tyres are going to be like 15-20%, I'm sure.
Carl with a 23.2 as well. And now Luke the Blade next to the line, only at managing a 24.0. It does appear that the mediums are significantly slower than the softs. Or can only manage a 24.0.
As well as that, they use their scrub sets as well, and if a safety car happens, even though they might be a lap old, you know, those medium tyres could come in handy for like a two-stopper.
Yeah, but you can choose your tyre allocation, so some may opt for more medium sets.
Of course.
Frosted Cheese goes up to B2. Same lap time as Mr. Business as well, both on the 122.757.
Oh, this is brilliant.
A 1 minute 20 lap, and they still managed to tie it other times. El Plan can only manage a 23.1 this time around. Maybe he's switched to wheel now.
maybe everyone's been suspicious. Like, yeah, go to wheel. It's not the first time that's happened though. Same times.
Yeah, it was same times for pole back in Austria last season.
I remember, yeah.
And then I would have made a short out of it, but I got my mic volume completely wrong on the stream, so I couldn't do anything with it. Like, my mic volume was really quiet compared to the background gameplay, so I literally couldn't do anything with it. And I was really annoyed. It's like the same time for pole, and then either it started raining, or just no one could improve, and I can't remember which. Yeah, but no one improved after those first runs. So then Frosted Cheese got pole because he set the time first. Well, this time he's on the more negative end of a tied lap time. He's being dropped to P2 rather than the P1 he would have been if he just gained even 1,000th of a second. I don't think the game does like completely perfect timing though, because I've never seen gaps of 1,000th, but I have seen many gaps of the exact same time. So I think it's just an issue of I think it's just the game doesn't go fully to like to the exact 1,000th. It probably does it in small intervals of like 5,000ths or something. Anyway, D10 is on a push lap actually at the moment. He was 700ths down in the first two sectors, so and he does opt to come into the pit lane. He wasn't significantly down, but must have been down on this time enough that it wasn't worth completing by the time he got to those last two corners. And now Kyle also files into the pit lane, as Jay-Z has headed out for a run on the soft tyres. So Jay-Z going back out early. Why did I do that? Look, this would be my best quality otherwise. I think it's just... having reviewed your instant already, I think it's just... like, it just seemed to be just unfortunate with the timing. Just
probably is, yeah. So back botched for final sector when I used lost about 2 to 3 tenths, so he could have been probably P5, P4 by the looks of it. Jay-Z's on an out lap though. Luke the Blade, our plan, we're all coming out. Second fast. Oh, Jay-Z got close there to the curb to exceeding track limits, but stays within it.
Yeah, those last corner limits can be deadly around this circuit. Jay-Z just beginning his this lap time, which you'll hope is more competitive than his other one. And he was 7/10 off the next car with that first run, but he's 3/10 up already. So yeah, a nice fresh set of soft tyres does seem to be. Surprisingly, it appears to be a lot faster than an old set of mediums.
Yeah,
Wonder why that
much
could be.
quicker for Jay-Z. Yeah, if you were using 6 lap old mediums, makes such a difference to the grip and the confidence as well, getting around the circuit. But Jay-Z looks to be more settled this time.
Here he goes again down the back straight, heading into turn 9. It's a high-speed hairpin, all things considered. It's not the best overtaking opportunity. I don't think it actually flashed on my screen. The timings. Maybe it did, I just didn't pay attention. So 8/10 up in the first 2 sectors alone. Or that would only be able to see him around to where Luke the Blade and Frosted Cheese. Actually, Frosted Cheese and Aparo and Om are only 3 thousandths apart. And then
oh, it doesn't take that. Oh, wow, that's a really massive different Jay-Z.
Yeah, he was miles off.
Yeah, he was miles away from the track limits. Yeah.
Probably just thinking like he was a long way up in his delta and didn't want to take any risks, which is fair enough. And he's gone into PA. It's not a safe time.
Yeah, it's still not a safe time. Yeah, I was going to say, he's still in danger. You know.
It's good enough for now.
Take the apex, man. Could have gotten an extra 10th or 2.
And it's good enough for now.
From it.
Like, it would be worse to invalidate though at this stage.
Oh,
if he invalidates that lap, it'd be much worse than losing 2/10. Yeah, so VZ Ryan beginning a lap. I think the furthest around one is his teammate Om, and he's coming into the final few corners of the lap. Yeah, that's wrong. That's just beginning one. Oh, El Plan's on the lap actually. So El Plan's coming up to the line. He goes top with a 22.6. Yeah, that's. Yeah, he is definitely on control. Om has pulled into the pit lane, almost spinning on the way in somehow.
And invalidated well somehow.
Yeah, he most likely he either pitted because he invalidated or invalidated because he pitted. I've seen both happening. Like sometimes you just try. It's a common thing, especially around Zambor. You try to pit, and the game thinks you've just exceeded track limits, and it gives you a warning. Sometimes I've seen people getting like 3-second penalties for it, for coming into the pits, just because it like thinks they're leaving off the track, like they're leaving the track. So Luke the Blade is he on a push lap? Yes, he is. He's 7/10 up, but further around a lap than him is VC Ryan. Although never mind, Ryan is in the pit lane.
Dice is final corners now.
Yeah, Ryan Dice is the furthest around in time. And around turn 16, he gets a bit sliding on the rear end, but still enough of a P6, 5. So almost half a second in the end gained. But probably was some more time if he kept the rear end under control. The Blade goes up in P5 with a 22.8.
It's nice.
Yeah, so very solid lap time, and El Plan files into the pit lane. So Jammy Dodge is the furthest around his lap. Going into the final sector. He's going down into turn 15 and towards 16.
Oh yeah.
Back on the power again. Could be a good lap from him. It is a good lap. It's a 22.5. Beating out El Plan. Who's that avatar? He's Mr. Business. He's beginning a lap. And that is Unatos on an out lap. On the power, just beginning one. And off he goes. Paro is 2/10 up on his best at the moment. Coming into the final 2 corners for Paro. Oh, on the brakes, getting it turned in. He's slightly missed the apex, but he goes up to Cubby. Very close to exceeding the track limits. He gains 7/10, but it's not enough to get him off the bottom 5.
If he gets in the pits and tries to get back out, he won't have time.
He won't have time. So let's hope for his sake that he has the fuel to do another lap here. Because if he doesn't, that is a power out in Q2. Unitos only 4 thousandths up in the first sector. Could see Unitos out here as well. Mr. Business is about half a tenth up in the first 2 sectors. So that, I mean, if he gains just another half tenth, then he is in the territory of Railplan, although he's gone round. That's at turn 14.
Make sure you better be not to get himself disqualified.
Yeah, he's got back going. He's not blocked anyone either. So no grid penalties or anything.
Yeah, he gets well, gets well away off the race.
That we had, it just cut to him, and like we saw him under the hotel. And then when it cut to him again, he was facing the wrong way.
The Nicholas Latifi style.
Yeah, thankfully he didn't hit the wall. Unitos has not improved. He's going again. So Unitos needs this lap. Because he won't be able to do another one after this one. So it's all or nothing for Unitos here.
Jay's only like 9 thousandths of a second quicker through the first sector.
Or 9 thousandths. He is currently in a Q3 position, but it's not a safe one. He's barely edging out Aparo.
Much better for them 2 times quicker.
Aparo's going again. Sweatback Flame is a 10th up in the first sector as well. He needs a lap to get himself through. Someone that also may need a lap is VC Ryan, who slightly missed his apex through 6 and 7, that is. So that might cost him a bit of time. Jay-Z into the final corner. He probably does need this lap to get through. He goes into P2 with half a second improvement. Very good lap. Maybe that's how much time you can just gain from taking that last corner.
P4 for Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle goes into P4, Brilliant. So he's through as well. So both Haskars should be safely through into Q2. Unitos is 9 thousandths down in the first 2 sectors. I don't think Unitos is going to be able to get himself out here and up to the line. Improved by 3 tenths, but it's not enough. So Unitos is out in Q2. The Red Bull of
Ryan
Flame.
gets P5.
Ryan goes up to P5. The Red Bull of Sweat by Flame in the final corner. Can he get himself out? He goes faster with a 22.5. Very good lap from Sweat by Flame, delivering under pressure. And now can he get himself through? No, he can't. And now it's all down to Aparo. Will he get through, or will he be able to knock D10 out? D10 is also on a lap. Aparo can't get himself through, so D10 is safe. Solid in the chat saying is better than Yano what me. I think I have to agree with that one.
Absolutely.
Should drive for Mercedes in F1 Esports. Like he does in XLR. And I think
the things would do against Yano would be absolutely surreal.
I think at the point doesn't like driving in Mercedes. But I think at the point where he got an F1 Esports drive, if he turned it down because he didn't like their car,
that guy would have so many issues. Like, I'd be questioning why have you turned that down.
Yeah.
Make yourself a millionaire, kid.
Honestly, it wouldn't really surprise me if did that. Well, I did notice on the stream for Formula 1, they've not called it F1 Esports, they called it F1 Sim Racing Bahrain Grand Prix. They've called it
so strange.
F1 Sim Racing rather than F1 Esports.
I don't know.
Probably people complain that they can hardly call it esports with this game or something. So they called it Sim Racing instead. Alright, so Sweatback Flame topping Q2, followed by Jammy Dodge and Jay-Z, L Plant and Carl rounding off the top 5, and then knocked out his rolling dice. Aparo, Unitos, and A-Games. Right, on to Q3 then.
I did think if it was going to be, the cut-off time would be like a 23 dead, but I didn't expect it to be a 22-8.
Yeah.
At all to again the Q3.
23 dead was what was set by rolling dice, but He would have got P1 instead of P2. Wait, I think it would have been like the P10 time was at 22.8, but at 23 dead was like the time like below that people did begin getting knocked out. So
yeah,
you weren't that far off.
Close but no cigar.
We're just sitting here on the waiting screen until eventually we can get going. There we go. And Q3 is underway. The green light at the end of the pit lane. And we await the first driver to head for the track. I believe that is D10. Sweatback Flame also opting for a quick exit. He's actually slightly ahead of his teammate.
The engine is at the garage,
Yeah,
not I can see.
It's Sweatback first. Sweatback gets out from D10, and then that is the Alfa Romeo, I believe, of Jamie Dodge, yeah. And then there comes the Williams of Frosted Cheese. And the Ferrari of El Plan. The Haas of Kyle. Jay-Z's not on his way out yet, though. So the furthest out is Sweatback Flame, followed by his teammate D10. They're not full-time teammates, but they are for this race only. And so most people have left their garage by now. The only two still waiting are Mr. Business and Luke the Blade. Yeah, and Sweatback Flame will be the first to begin a flying lap. No, he's heading down towards, that is the turn 9 hairpin for Sweatback Flame. And he'll be just beginning his first run of the session. Ready to determine who will be taking that coveted pole position for the second round of the season. Wait, who got pole last race?
Which drivers are out now? Last race was...
What was it? It was...
Frosted Cheese?
Probably.
It wouldn't surprise... No, it was Frosted Cheese. That is right.
Yeah, it's usually Frosted Cheese. Like, if you forgot who got pole, just say Frosted Cheese. You're most likely correct.
It's always Frosted. It's always
and
Frosted.
Off goes Sweatback Flame to begin his first flying lap of the session. He's heading into the first few corners. He's around 3 and 4 at the moment. And
Frosted Cheese and Jammy Dodge are so close together. Frosted Cheese.
Oh, wow, so they are.
People.
I think.
Benefits he'll get the toe, but.
At what point is the toe no longer worth it? If he's quicker on a straight line. If Frosted was running a 0-0 wings here, he'd be done. Yeah, he's backed off.
It's not racing, guys. Yeah.
Who's that? That's Sweatback Flame. That's the one I'm looking for. He's heading down in towards turn 9 with a 52.9 in the middle sector. It's a 52.9 also from D10. But I think Frosted was about 16 hundredths faster. No, 16 thousandths. 1.6 hundredths. Sweatback Flame is now under the hotel. Round the final few corners. It's flat out that penultimate corner now. You'd be quite a moderate braking zone. And Sweatback Flame with a 22.8. D10 also with 22.8, but he's 4 thousandths off. And then Jammy Dodge goes faster with a 22.4. Around the final corner comes the Haas of Kyle with a 23.4. And Jay-Z with a 23.3. El Plan next in the final corner. 22.8 on his first run. As Frosted Cheese having backed off his run, going for an starting one now. VC Ryan invalidated. Mr. Business into that turn 9 hairpin. And Luke the Blade down the back straight.
Yeah, Haas are miles off then from the top 4. Half a second, should I say, which is pretty disappointing. I must say, after the really good
Had a
lap
really
times
good-
at the end of Q2,
And they had a really good race.
Portimao was really good for
Yeah.
the team.
They're joint first in the constructors, aren't they, at the moment?
Yes.
It does certainly help that both their drivers raced last time. Mr. Business with the 22.8. That's his
Luke
first
the
one of the session.
Luke the
Blade abandoned.
Blade invalidates.
Yeah, I don't know if he invalidated or if he got it for coming into the pits. But either way, he is not setting a lap time. And here comes Frosted Cheese in the middle sector. You see a nice aerial view of the Williams car. It's a striking bright blue livery this season. And Frosted Cheese coming into the final two corners. It's a slight lift there in the penultimate corner. Now he's flat out again. Up to the line for Frosted Cheese. He goes into P2 with a 22.4. Only 300ths of a second off Jamie Dodge there.
Very close.
Yeah, he's close to pole, but he's not quite got it this time. And VT Ryan coming out onto the track. So, yeah, after having to abandon that first run, he wants to get another one again. So, VT Ryan on his outlet. So I think that's VT Run will be the next run we see for a while. Mr. Business just pulls into the pit lane there. And Frosted Cheese is out of fuel, so he'll be back into the pits eventually. So yeah, we're not going to see any lap times until VT Run begins and finishes his flying lap. It's his second flying run, but it'll be his first lap time set, assuming he keeps it within the white lines this time. Just cruising his way around on his outlap. Goes past the Williams with Frosted Cheese, trying to go full throttle, actually going 100 kilometers an hour, which is still ludicrously fast, but by F1 cars it feels like he's practically walking.
Yeah.
Like, just 100 kilometers per hour is like 60 miles per hour or so. So that's just your average
Roughly
road,
so.
It's just your average road car speed, and it feels like he's walking. That's how
I know 120 kilometers an hour is 70 because I remember being on the motorway in Spain, and it's always 120 because I was thinking it was miles per hour, but instead they use kilometers per hour. So it's a good job I didn't drive, otherwise I would have been getting a speeding ticket.
Yep. Off goes VT Ryan to begin what will be his first flying lap. Well, it's his second flying run, his first time set. He's going through the first sector now. Round 3, back down again for 4. Quite a lot of elevation in that first sector. There's not so much in the rest of the lap. Now he's flat out again for the long back straight off the Yas Marina circuit. There's 2 of them. This one is the longer of the 2. Now he's flat out all the way to the braking zone. Gets it stopped and turned in. Off we go with VT Run riding on board with him now. Down towards round 8 here. Just a kick on the straight and now flat out down towards turn 9. Gets it stopped late braking. 52.8 in the middle sector. Back on the barrel again. Now through flat out through 10 and 11. Down on the brakes for 12. Gets it stopped for the 90-degree right. And now the left. 2 90-degree left-handers for a double right to round off the lap. Here comes VC Ryan. He hits the apex. He gets on the power. And now flat out to the line. Puts it P3 with a 22.5. He's only a 10th off the provisional pole time of Jamie Dodge. Although he's going to have to be quick to get back around to the pit lane. With 3 minutes 20 in the session. And he should...
Oh, it'll be tight.
Here, like, if he's going completely flat out, then he'll have 2 minutes by the time he gets back to the pit lane. So, it will be quite tight. But he should be fine. Should. Hopefully.
Hopefully. Chicks.
With a little...
bit of luck.
Yeah. You need a little bit of luck in this sport. I think El Plans Yeah, our plan's made a mistake on this lap. So,
Our plan's got to wheel, that's why. He's been switching from controller to wheel. I can see it all happening.
let's see if he can actually keep it on the track this time.
Loop the blade on the flyer.
Yeah, off go. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Off goes El Plan to begin his first run. Is he on controller? Oh yeah, he's on controller. With that first corner, that is definitely controller inputs. There's a yellow flag there. That's for one of the Haas cars. That is Jay-Z going slowly. Other than El Plan, we got Luke the Blade on a flying lap. I think he's the furthest around one. And he's going into the last two corners. So, does he get it stopped? Yes, he does. Now that just that final corner to go, keeps it within the white lines and up to the line. He goes fast with a 22.3. So it's still
1-2 for Alpha.
It is still incredibly close. And the gap up the front three is 0.06 of a second. So, like, we're talking fractions of a second here. Like, it's crazy just thinking how long the lap is. And how they're still separated by only fractions of a second.
Yeah, it's very tight.
And VC Ryan.
Oh, Ryan's.
He's in the pit lane, so he didn't have time to get back around. So he retired in the pit lane with only 1:10 to go. El Plan is a couple tenths up in the first two sectors.
Alpha's giving a toe to each other. Very good teamwork there.
So the yellow flag around that
From
sector,
Luke.
and El Plan with a 22.2. Jamie Dodge. And Frosted Cheese are the next two to the line. Frosted Cheese first. And he's coming around the final sector. He's got quite a lot of time to gain on this lap. It's about almost 2 tenths he's got to gain to our plan. It's 1.6 tenths and he abandons. So Frosted Cheese not up on his time. Has to pull into the pit lane. Jamie Dodge now. Can he knock El Plan off the top? He's going into the final corner now, and around the final corner flat out again. He goes to pole, 0.2 of a second. Jamie Dodge gets that pole position for the time.
Yeah, it's really good teamwork there. Yeah, Luke Blade giving the toe
up the line, gained 0.4, puts him into P4. Jay-Z just beginning a lap. D10 got to the line just in time. Although I don't know if he's going for one. No, he is. Yeah, he's deploying ERS.
Yeah,
Piles abandoned, or possibly invalidated, or both.
Invalidated, yeah, both, maybe, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know which he did first, though. That's just what I was wondering. Mr. Business in the final few corners. Just a few more corners to go for him.
Scrapback going to give a toe to D10 now.
There's a very nice toe from the two Red Bulls. Mr. Business around the final corner. He's 2.5 tenths up. Can he improve? He goes up to P2. He manages to put that AlphaTauri on the front row with absolutely no assistance from anyone. Like, we've got all these teamwork runs, and then Mr. Business sets laps like that on his own. Sweatback Flames abandoned though, despite that toe. And now it's... Oh, no, it was D10 that had the toe. Now, never mind. Ignore what I am saying. Jay-Z comes into the pit lane, so it's all down to D10. Can he make any changes in this final order? No, he can't. He invalidates his time, and that is your qualifying order then. So Jamie Dodge gets his first pole position, followed by Mr. Business on the front row and El Plan in third. And then it's Luther Blade, Sweatback Flame, Frosted Cheese, VC Ryan, Jay-Z, D10, and Kyle.
Right. I'm going to grab a coffee.
So while we're waiting then for the start of the racing, sorry. Just looking at that grid order that we have, it's Jamie Dodge on pole position from Mr. Business. I think I want to say that's his second front row of this. No, it's his first front row of the season. His second, including pre-season. I can't remember where he qualified in. That's pre-season. He got 6th in round 1 on the grid. So we're just waiting a bit until we can get going. It's just time filler at this stage, because there's just nothing to actually do. We're just gonna have to sit here and wait. And it's just the time to do things. I didn't do a thing. I have totally not done anything. We are just waiting for the race start. Really isn't particularly much to do.
Right, I just want to grab a coffee.
Yeah.
So,
still just.
What is it to talk about?
Nothing much really. There never really is in this real waiting phase.
Should we just talk about real F1 then? Max Pole.
What a surprise.
Again. Well, David Croft, right, he criticised Max for the pit lane.
Oh yeah.
saga, and I thought, yeah, to be fair, I understand because the pit exit is narrow, so it's not like it's a place to overtake, and you go, you're trying to get ahead of people, but then when you do get ahead of a rest, you slow down again, and I'm like, what are you doing? Because what's the point of trying to make your way out to the front, then back the pack up again? Is it? I just thought it's just not, shouldn't be done. In my opinion. In my opinion.
Yeah. Well. Alright. Did he actually get penalised for it, or was it just like a fine or something?
I don't think he got penalised because it was like, I'm saying legal, but shouldn't have been done, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah.
Advised not to be done.
There's nothing
but then I think
against it, but
the race director, yeah.
Not the right thing to do, but
the race
it's not illegal.
That's it. But then the race director made it illegal to do it.
Yeah, we're going now. According to the drivers, every time they reopen the like race strategy thing, the race time just is going down and down. They're speculating that it's possibly due to tire temperatures and like clouds changing locations or something.
Yeah, the weather looks good for it now. Well, I say the weather, it's just beautiful weather, but yeah, it looks like the right time.
We're not going to get any rain.
To have a race.
We're
that's
not.
a shame.
It's a desert.
That's a shame.
Although to be fair, last season in Qatar, do you remember that?
Yeah, that's the race I won.
Yeah.
I did a no-stopper.
It did rained all race. It's just in the desert. And everyone thought it was put on, like, manual weather. Although, to be fair, was Daniel hosting that weekend?
Yeah, Daniel ruined it.
Yeah, was he the host that weekend? Because if he was, maybe.
Yeah, he hosted it.
Yeah. Because then when he left the session,
left the game, and then
we just restarted. Oh, Unitos and Havoc Gamer have had a collision on the formation lap, so they're both going to have cold temps.
Unitos can catch a break.
Yeah. Don't think he'll be happy about that one. On the formation lap, it's not the world's most important thing. Falcon's just had a spin on the formation lap.
His tires will be smoking.
Yeah, and probably quite worn as well. I mean, the issue with the formation lap rule is you can have a tiny little tap, and then you get sent to the shadow realm with 70-degree tires.
I know.
And then 70-degree tires basically ensure you have a terrible race start. So yeah, it's Jamie Dodge leading the formation lap. Just coming to the end of it before too long. And then he shall be there to start the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix from pole position. And now I shall probably fix my posture, because that was absolutely dreadful. I was practically like laying down. How has the face got disqualified? How has he got disqualified from the formation lap?
I do not know.
Too slow. Like, no one else got disqualified. Possibly desync. Honestly, I have no clue. But
sometimes hitting the wall as well.
Possibly he spun and lost
get you disqualified.
VC Ryan's missed his mark. So has Mr. Business on the front row. That'll be a big one. Swept by Flame. Well. So just waiting for the last few cars to park themselves up. Mainly Mr. Cactus. He's missed his grid
Mr. Cactus are gone.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the last few cars, and then we will be ready to start the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Here we go for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix to 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. It's pretty even stuff from the front too. Jamie Dodge seems to have got away well. Mr. Business has not had the race start at all. El Plan gets his way up to the second early on. Round the outside goes Mr. Business on the Ferrari driver, but he goes a bit too deep. And he goes off the track. Mr. Business stays in third. And look, the blade has swept by Blade Conno with that's Jay-Z spun around. There's lots of contact. Jay-Z's meant to get front wing.
Contact.
And that's And Falcon's out. That's a
And that's
virtual safety car. Only a virtual.
Yeah,
There's a
massive contact.
Yeah, Falcon's off.
It was
and out.
It was Sweatback Flame.
Kyle's got a penalty. Sweatback Flame's got a penalty.
Yeah, Sweatback Flame had the contact with someone. I knew it was a Red Bull.
I think he had contact with Jay-Z. And then there's...
Yeah, and...
He got a penalty for...
Is that...
Falcon spun on his own, apparently. So there was 5-second penalty for Sweatback with a collision for Jay-Z, 5 seconds for a Power for a collision with Jay-Z, and 5 seconds for Carl with one for one with A games. And so we're under virtual safety car now, and we have no clue when it goes green until suddenly it'll just pop up. Oh, now it goes now. And I'm saying El Plan's got a good restart compared to Jeremy Dodge. He's going to go for the move. He doesn't go for one for the time being. Jeremy Dodge, just with his internet, you never quite can tell where he is.
Just Australians.
Have to be slightly careful when you're racing him. Apparently, Mr. Business is 0.03 of a second ahead of El Plan, which just is not true. Possibly because the last split taken under racing conditions was when he was ahead.
Maybe.
I don't know.
That could be why.
Yeah, I don't know. Jeremy Dodge with the first lap of the race. Now he's a minute 30 ahead. Yeah, esports ready game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it always does.
Jay-Z and Kyle. Oh, someone going very wide there. Who's that? Someone went very, very wide at the last corner. The two Haas cars are double stacking. I think they're both missing their front wings. Sweatback Flame also in the pit lane. Game is sitting into 60. He's gone a bit. He's gone too deep there.
Sweatback's in.
Yeah, and Jeremy Dodge from El Plan. Does El Plan have the straight line speed that he needs to go for the move? No, he doesn't. Not down this straight, at least. Falcon's left the session. Understandably, not really much for him to do at this point. And look at the gap the top three have already. We can't see the actual gaps. But Luke the Blade is 3 seconds behind the leader.
I'm still in a good position for Luke, though, on the hard tyres, but best of the hard tyres, so he's got to be patient, though.
Oh, Mr. Cactus has gone straight on. And now he's side by side with Footface. There's a bit of contact between the two of them. Footface goes... Footface goes wide. Havoc Gamer gets through as well. This brilliant battle for 12.
Oh, we're trying to go again. Mr. Cactus is... Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's a yellow flag. A-Games has gone off there. He's facing the wrong way at turn 9. And Jeremy Dodge, El Plan with the fast lap of the race. So he is closing in and is faster than Jeremy Dodge at this stage, but he hasn't been able to do anything with that pace that he's got. I think someone got a time penalty. A-Games is round again. I swear I saw someone get a 3-second time penalty. But no, I didn't.
That's right. Was it a Pavo, maybe?
No, he got it on lap 1, I believe.
No, no one got a pen. No one got a pen. It was
I swear I saw it popping up at the top. Oh no.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. Yeah.
I swear. Oh, El Plan and Jeremy Dodge are side by side. For the right thing, El Plan's made the move into turn 7 there, and Jeremy Dodge getting out of shape, trying to fight him back. Although with DRS, he's going to go side by side down round 8 into the turn 9 hairpin. He gets himself back ahead long before the corner. Now Mr. Business is here to try and get past El Plan as well. He's gone a bit.
D10's gone ahead of DC Ryan as well.
Yeah, D10 on the hard tyres, getting past the mediums. That will be quite a crucial overtake in the grand scheme of things. Jeremy Dodge did not. Jeremy Dodge goes a bit wide under the hairpin, under the hotel. Sorry, he doesn't seem to have the best race trim on his Alfa Romeo car. Mr. Business and El Plan may be looking at moves before too long.
Ooh.
Right, guys. Right, that's hard. At the penultimate corner, and on the run to the final one, and then that.
Oh, he's reset the track.
That might be a pit lane reset. That might be a pit lane reset because often it does
might
that.
Be. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Might be right. Might be
D10
right.
and VC Ryan are both in. D10 off the hards. I don't think he changed the front wing either.
Wing change for Ryan.
El Plan and Mr. Business both have DRS on Jeremy Dodge. It's gonna be a very simple move for El Plan. Down into turn 7. Nothing Jeremy Dodge can do about that unless he wants to fight it back. Down. He's got the DRS to go back for the move. Potentially down to turn 9. Is he too far back? No, he's not. He's closing so quickly on the Ferrari pulls to the outside, and before the corner again, gets the move done. So I think we're just going to see that same position swapped for the next few laps. L Plan going through, and then Jamie Dodge getting him back. Rolling Dice goes for the move on Frosted Cheese. And goes for the move on Unitos. Sliding on the exit though. Side by side. Is Unitos going to go for the move? No, he doesn't. I thought he was going to try and go for the move down the inside into, what, 12 there? I don't have my track map anymore. I got rid of it by mistake. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I thought he was going to go for the move into 12, but he thought better of it. Wisely so.
Yeah, just got to know when to go as well. Is it capable? Is it realistic?
Yeah. There's a yellow flag. A-Games has gone off again. I think he's just struggling with overheating tyres at this point.
Yeah, maybe a bit of confidence as well.
Yeah. It's quite easy to go into one of those downhill spirals of constant spins. Now DRS again for L Plan. He's about the same as he was on the previous lap. He's a bit further back compared to last time. He's going to go for it again. Inside. And there he goes, back up into the race lead. Jamie Dodge not facing him too hard, knowing he has a nice, easy DRS pass to get back past the Ferrari driver.
He's got a lovely exit as well. Lovely exit from Jamie Dodge.
Yep, and there he goes. Well, that is a bit closer than...
Yeah, he's going to go try and cover the outside, but...
It's a bit closer than last time.
Yeah, Mr. Business forward to have a go and on the inside as well.
Oh no! Mr. Business with a big snap. Almost spinning it round. He's managed to keep it the right way.
Yeah,
on the traction.
Well recovered as well.
That's a good save from him.
Here's a nice battle for P5. Rolling Dice, Frosted Cheese, Unitos, I believe that is.
You know that meme of the two dragons? Like, of the three dragons?
Yeah, that's right.
Frosted Cheese, Rolling Dice,
Ooh, nearly getting out of shape here.
I think someone brushed the wall as well. I feel like I saw the
particles again. Again, struggling.
And there goes Unitos.
Medium tires.
Yeah, there he goes. Om's going to go for the switchback and somewhere there's a bit of contact between the two of them. They're side by side up the hill.
Oh my god.
Can't quite squeeze it way ahead. Although now he's going to have the DRS down to 7.
On dive bomb now, into turn 5.
And he's got the DRS down to 6 and 7 though.
Yeah, it's going to expose Unitos.
No change to the lead this time around, so probably L Plan sticking behind to go for a move down to 9.
Yeah, thinking the best.
Although he's not had as good of an exit as Jamie Dodge did. I don't think he's going to be able to make it.
No, he looks...
Yeah, he had a better exit, but he's not... But he's too far back.
It's so hard with that corner though, after that little hairpin chicane, because you've got to nail it right, otherwise 9 times out of 10 the car ahead does get the better exit, or pulls away a little bit more.
Sweatback Flame is in again. That's his second stop of the race.
I wonder if he's going to retire from the...
No, he's
no, he doesn't retire. Coming out.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
He's back out again. He's almost last, not quite. Maybe
the leaders are coming to the finish line now. And he's, well, just gone to sector 2. They started sector 1.
Oh, there's a yellow flag. That's Mr. Cactus facing the wrong way. Mr. Cactus facing the wrong way at the hairpin of turn 5, that is.
And losing an end plate as well.
Yeah, he must have had a pretty hefty smack into the barrier. From the position he spun as well, you would imagine so. L Plan now has DRS. He's a lot closer than the previous lap. I think it's going to be quite a simple move into 6 this time. And there he goes, back up into the race. They've been trading these positions for the last several laps. And Jamie Dodge is just going to set up the exit. Although he gets a bit out of shape, but it's still a better exit than L Plan's. Now with DRS open, nothing L Plan can do about that.
I've been analysing L Plan's overtake into that little chicane and hairpin, and he goes
a bit too deep. Yeah.
He goes too deep into the corner, which
every time
it compromises his exit.
Yeah.
And he did that.
And
you can when he was behind.
Jamie Dodge, he breaks that bit earlier, and then he gets that earlier turn in, and then he just gets that better exit.
Yeah, that's Mr. Cactus being lapped after lap 7 now.
He's coming into the pit lane as well. to retire here. He's going very slowly into the pit lane. Oh no, it'll just be changing that front wing with the damage.
Yeah. They've still got that little train for P5.
And the train for P1 is now down to just Jeremy Dodge and El Plan. Mr. Business, with that mistake, dropped back out of it. And El Plan gonna go for the move again. And then it will be Jeremy Dodge going for the return move as he does.
See what Alplan does then. Does he do the same thing like he's always been doing?
He's compromised Jeremy Dodge's line that time.
Yeah, that's a better exit from Alplan, but
Yeah.
much better exit.
And then he made the move a lot later on the straight, which compromised Jeremy Dodge's line, but it's still not enough to stop.
And he might... No, he doesn't, yeah.
It's still not enough to stop the Alfa Romeo. But it was close.
Ooh, Alplan, jeez. I thought he was going to lose a vent.
Frosted Cheese getting past Rolling Dice again. And then Om is just about within that train. And going very wide there, that's Frosted Cheese. And now it's almost 3 wide into turn 12. Frosted Cheese, Unitos now on the outside. He can't make the move. Om's now right here as well. So this 4-car train for P5. Om should just lunge one up the inside of the final corner.
Yeah, go on, boy. Get those points, lads. I got a nice helicopter view of the 4 drivers that battling for P5. Really, really nice.
What is that? Is that? Is the Cactus now lapped all the way down to VC Ryan and Footface? Yeah, he's not really gone his way today.
Not his day. Not his day.
Here goes our plan
who else
again.
done well with it.
He's taken the move early again though, so he's going to get the inferior exit. Like when he took the move later on the straight, then he compromised Jamie Dodge's line, with compromised his entry. Although Jamie Dodge is actually having to fight this one on the outside. They're side by side. Jamie Dodge has gone too deep and now Plant's got it this time. Yeah, he's actually managed to make the move this time, although Jamie Dodge will be looking to go for the move again, probably down into turn 6. He does have the better straight line speed by the looks of things. He's gonna have to.
Just before that was
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. It was really good. What I was going to say. Luke Blade, though, on the other hand, doing really well in P4 on the hard tyres. Only 5.4 away from Mr. Business, but come to the change, which may be about lap 16 over.
Oh, our plan's got out of shape again. Our plan's out of shape again. There's
oh,
a
yeah,
yellow
it's like
flag.
Mr. Business is up! Mr. Business!
Oh, he's gone off. I don't think he has damage.
No damage. He's alright.
He's just spun from P3 down to P4 now. Only
but
lost,
that's not going to help with his
only
tyre
lost
weight.
1 position, but yeah, lost a lot of time. And will have a lot of extra tyre wear. Here goes Jeremy Dodge. Is he going to go for the move down this straight, or is he going to sit back and wait? He does go for it here. On the outside. Is El Plan going to try and go for that earlier apex? Yes, he does. So El Plan is focusing on his exit this time around, but he got right up on the curb, and that's an awful exit. He's lost 8/10 on that one exit, so he's not going to be close enough. So Jeremy Dodge will have that move done.
Go on, I'm spalling Unitos. Go on, boy.
Can't get that move, and Unitos compromised his exit as well. So
This is no favoritism, guys. No favoritism. Just a disclaimer.
No favoritism, just friendly.
Just
friendly banter.
encouragement. Oh, he's past Frosted Cheese though. What happened to Frosted?
I think I don't know.
Because he was ahead of Unitos and Nom
Yeah, I don't know what happened to
before
him.
Roland Dice got him.
Possibly just slightly slow down the straight. And Ryan Dice seems to be out of shape here as well.
Yeah, he got very twitchy.
Mr. Business
Yeah,
gets
Mr. Business.
Oh, he got a penalty when he came into the pit lane.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah, possibly he exceeded in the
Is
pits. And
Is
D10's
that
got a
cutting the line
penalty.
though? Is that cutting the line?
I don't know.
Maybe?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because if you cross over the line, is that a reason why?
I doubt it. We have seen it before. Here goes Elplan again. He does take the move late this time, and it's on the braking, so he's going to compromise Jamie Dodge's line a bit more. But he does seem to still have the better exit. Elplan did still go a bit wide. And here comes the Alfa Romeo again. And on the outside, Kyle's also a lap down, I just noticed. So he's lapped by the leaders.
Yeah, Kyle.
Oh, he's staying with them. Just a lap down. Elplan got out of shape again! On the exit of that corner, he's now got Kyle trying to drive through him.
He's literally inside him. Well, was inside him.
Kyle with the overtake of the week right there.
What an overtake.
A-Games gets another 3-second time penalty. I think that's his 6th. Indeed it is. Kyle going through. He's on fresh hards compared to old mediums, so he's trying to get these sort of unlapping himself, get the moves, if you wish. So if there's a safety car now, that will really help people like Kyle, Jay-Z, and those guys. Both house cars will massively benefit from that.
Kyle,
just
Kyle
the people.
Would need to
Oh, goes round. As we're saying that, Om's gone. He went round. He's lost his end plate. He's somehow still in the race. I don't know how. He went around at such high speed, clattered the barrier. He somehow managed to keep his front wing on. And Elplan has the DRS compared to Jamie Dodge this time as well.
Kai would need to stay out though if a safety car happened, because if they played up the same, if he played at the same time as the leaders,
side by side. Now, if he played at the same time as the leaders, he's just about ahead at the moment, so he'd stay just about ahead. Under safety car, there's a yellow flag. That's for A-Games, who's gone off again, I believe. And Elplan's taken the lead from Jamie Dodge by waiting till that second straight. And Elplan gets out of shape again. He's really struggling on these traction zones.
Yeah, it's not helping out. It's not helping them.
No. Not at all.
I'm trying to see if there's any other battles, but there's not many to see.
Oh, Ryan Dice gets a 3-second time penalty. The battle the battle for fourth has died down a tiny bit now that Om's not there. And Om comes into the pit lane. Oh, they've missed the pit. Gets a 3-second time penalty with multiple warnings. Although that's kind of understandable because he did actually miss the pit lane.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all quiet now, isn't it?
Yeah,
for P11.
Jamie Dodge is going to be looking for that race lead again. He's not going to get it down into turn 6. He does break nice and early to cover up Elplan. Goes for that exit line that he's been doing so well so far. Although he hasn't had a better exit than Elplan this time. He has not got the better of the Ferrari on the exit. And now down into turn 9. He's too far back. He can't make the move this time around, could Jamie Dodge. So now Plan has now been leading for 2 laps in a row. He may just try to pull away here. But he gets out of shape again on the exit of 9. He really is struggling with these traction zones.
Very, yeah.
Does
he
he
just can't seem to deal with the
A-Games again. A-Games coming in now. He's going to be a lap down after that. Yeah. So A-Games goes a lap down to the leaders. As through goes Elplan and Jamie Dodge. Jamie Dodge started to lift and coast here. He's down on fuel, that's why. Jamie Dodge is in the negative on fuel, which is why he's been lifting and coasting. So maybe he's just going to try and use Elplan's DRS for a bit.
Yeah, it's a heavy braking zone as well. Yeah, into the chicane.
So use the Ferrari's DRS and just say...
You won't effectively lose as much time, in all fairness, so we could get away with it.
Just use Elplan's DRS and then save a bit of fuel. Yeah, he's lifting and coasting. And Om gets past foot face there. And Hartz gets past VC Ryan. They're both in the pit lane. Hartz and VC Ryan both in. VC Ryan does get back ahead of the McLaren as he was before. Rolling Dice gets the move done on Unitos. On the outside, Unitos now has the DRS. Look at Frosted Cheese with that exit. What an exit that was What an exit that was from Frosted Cheese. And now he's got both of them on the exit of that chicane. And there's contact between Unitos and Rolling Dice. Rolling Dice always spun around. I think that's my overtake of the week there, right there from Frosted Cheese. He just had so much more traction. And just
take a bow, son, for that.
The two leaders are both in. El Plan and Jeremy George both come into the pit lane. A-Games gets another 3-second time penalty. There's a yellow flag.
Second free. Who is A-Games again?
A-Games again. I just saw it in that
probably
lead
got
battle.
Tire pressures are maybe too high.
Possibly, yeah. Maybe he has rear wing damage, because I did see him reverse into a wall at one point.
Could be right.
Yeah, so the two leaders are pitted for that hard compound. A roughly half distance. Havoc Gamer's off at the pit lane entry.
Did see.
And he comes
Can't find him.
Oh, no, he's trying to. There we go. There we go. He tried to come in and missed.
See what Luke the Blade can do then.
Yeah, that clean air. He's been in clean air all race, actually. He's probably going to be extending for either a safety car or just toward the end, possibly bolting on a set of the softs.
Yeah, he's going to be on fresher tyres, regardless. Jay-Z picking up a time penalty now as we speak.
Sometimes fresher mediums end up being roughly the same as slightly older hards, just because of the tyre wear difference.
Yeah, all varies, but
yeah,
we'll see how Luke does now. He's probably got the worst part done of the hards. He kept out of the way. He's done really well.
I think
when he goes on to the medium tyres.
I could have sworn I just saw a spot of rain on the camera. I think I'm hallucinating.
I think I'm in the same boat as you. I think I've seen that. Roland Dice in the pits, and Unitos as well.
They're both in. And El Plan goes through, as does Jamie Dodge. El Plan seems to have got his hard tyres warmed up a lot quicker than the Alfa Romeo.
Yeah. So
he
with
pulled up
DRS as well.
1.1 seconds out front. He's in Ryan gets a 3-second time penalty. There's another yellow flag.
A-Games again.
Yeah, A-Games.
He's struggling by that bridge.
Yeah.
He's really struggling.
On that one traction zone. It's almost every lap. You just see it, and then there's a yellow flag there.
Luke's going to be extending his stint then.
Havoc gets a time penalty. Footface dropping down the order. What's happened to him? He just lost 2 places. Possibly a mistake on the exit of the corner. Footface has a lot of ERS to use as well. Most people in the single figures or the low double figures, and Footface just on 90%. Rolling Dice and Unitos side by side. There's a bit of contact between the two of them. Rolling Dice going for the exit.
Yeah, he's going to get a nice exit.
Yeah, he should get him there. Well, Unitos does seem to actually be faster on the straights.
Yeah, it looks like it.
There goes Rolling Dice on the inside. He backs out last second. Luke the Blade comes in now. At just over half distance. Most likely opting for the medium tyres. El Plan goes back through into the race lead. He's 2 seconds clear now. El Plan really enjoying these hard tyres with a 25-1.
Yeah, we'll see what Luke can do now.
He's coming out.
Can he catch
tunnel.
up?
He's coming out. He's quite a
got a nice gap here as well.
It's been
nice
quite
gap though. In between.
It's got that nice window, but then it's also quite a lonely window as his whole race has been. Mr. Business is only 3 seconds behind Jeremy Dodge now. Wait, I swear about 2 corners ago, Jeremy Dodge was 2 seconds behind. El Plan must have made a mistake. I swear at the start of the lap he was 2 seconds behind. Because he was just within 4 tenths. Yeah, El Plan must have made a mistake on that lap.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah. There's no other explanation for that.
Luke the Blade already on D10 in the within DRS range then after a few corners. And you can see how effective the medium tyres are compared to 13 lap old tyres. Oh, I thought he was going to go for a movie.
It'd be very bold to go for one in this middle sector, but he might have to. He's so much quicker. He just can't find a place to get that move. Is he going to go for it in the last one? He's not going to have to, as D10 does put him for pit lane.
Yeah, so off he goes then. 8 seconds to catch Mr. Business.
And that gap will come down before the end, but... Oh, A-Games have finally gone out! That's turn 9!
That's a safety
He's gone
car,
out, that's a safety car.
Oh, this is going to help.
And D10 just having a wing change. After all that time,
So,
A-Games had all those mistakes, but only now is it finally ended in the barriers.
So, Kyle's slowed down. He's had to stop for the Delta.
Yeah.
So this is going to help out a lot of the back markers here. Jay-Z,
all the ones
Kyle,
that weren't
Flame,
quite a
Aparo.
lap down. So that's... Yeah, Kyle up...
Will El Plan pit then? Will Johnny Dodge pit?
That's good. I think they probably can go to the end on a set of mediums if they have another one.
If they have a threat, well, a scrub set will be fine.
It depends how scrubbed the set is.
Depends. All depends. So back markers then pit.
Yeah. And that's understandable.
Jay-Z on mediums. Could go for a set of softs maybe.
Speeds.
A softs would definitely make it to the end.
It'd be quite bold. I've not seen the tire of the softs around here. No one's really... I think Jay-Z did 9 laps on them at some point.
Alplan boxes, Jamie Dodge boxes as well.
They're both in from the lead. Mr. Business. Okay, he also comes in. I thought for a second he was staying out. Yeah, Mr. Business comes in as well. Top 3 all in the pit lane.
Luke stays out.
Ooh.
Ooh. Mediums for Jamie. Softs for our plan.
Yeah, Luke the Blaze staying out.
Mr. Business,
fair enough.
medium.
Frosted cheese. Let's see. Rolling dice as well. Rolling dice looks like a yellow walled compound. Indeed, it is. So Rolling dice going for the mediums. Frosted also going for them, as does Unitos. Arm goes for the softs. D10 stays out on brand new mediums. Gamer on old hards also, on relatively fresh hards also stays out. So to safeguard order and loot the blade, followed by El Plan, Jammy Dodge, Mr. Business, Frosted Cheese, Rolling Dice, D10, Unitos, and Om there coming out in P9. Have a gamer in P10 on the oldest tyres in the field. Then it's VC Ryan, Hearts, Footface, Aparo, Sweatback Flame, Jay-Z, and Kyle, the last on the leading lap. And then Mr. Cactus is unfortunately a lap down, I believe. Well, that's
definitely helped.
He might have unlapped himself. Right?
Definitely helped.
No, he is a lap down.
Yeah, Mr. Cactus, I think, was going to be... Oh, is he?
No, he is a lap down. The leaders are on lap 19.
Oh, yeah, he was.
17. So he's going on to lap 18 now, and the leaders are on 19. But everyone else is on the lead lap.
Oh, yeah, such a shame. So, effectively, he does need another safety car. But then you would need to lap them.
Yeah, no, I don't think we will see Mr. Cactus in contention for gaining any positions. Kyle's going to need to get a bit of a move on if he wants to catch this train. There's so much like fog in the night on this game.
I can see where you're coming from.
Like it's you can barely see, particularly on like lower graphic settings, which my CPU cannot handle high graphics while streaming.
It's a skill issue then, I hear it.
True. I do need a stronger CPU at some point, but for now at least it's not.
I feel like a caveman.
For now at least it's not the top of my priorities. So, a late safety car here is probably going to... If it comes in most likely the end of this lap, so going on to lap 21, so we'll have 8... No.
Depends, I reckon it all depends if Kyle can get back to the back of the pack as well.
The game doesn't care whether you catch the pack or not. In real life, they try to allow people to bunch up, but in the game does not care. You can be
looking at it.
Carl
He
should
should
catch,
he should be able to, yeah.
and then Luke the Blade will slow the pack down once the safety car lights turn off, which if it does will be down this straight towards the end.
Yeah.
Be towards the end of this straight if it does come in, which so far it hasn't.
No.
I do not believe the safety car will be in this lap. El Plan
what's
just
happened
spun.
here?
He's
What's
gone
happened
straight
here?
on.
Yeah, he's got. Yeah.
What's
I was gonna say,
going on with El Plan?
Our plan. I don't know. He wants a challenge.
Yeah, he doesn't want to win.
He's done that.
Yeah, that's what he did in Silverstone last season, in the final race. Like, I was
crashed
so
out last corner.
Just like ran the final corner, El Plan, and then he got slow.
So he's just gifted. He's just gifted Alfa Romeo 1-2.
Yeah. And El Plan's on controller, so he does need some form of handicaps. So
well, if he's going to win from P16,
fair enough.
Credits to him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone off again.
He's letting Carl through. Yeah, Carl has now got the train. So, we're just waiting one more lap, then it will be under the safety car conditions. I think we're just sitting here waiting for the end up to the safety car period. Looking at time penalties, that'll be interesting. How a game has got a penalty for collision with Om?
Oh dear.
Oh dear. So penalties then. The biggest loser on this restart will most likely be Habit Game with that now 8-second penalty. But Mr. Business with 3 seconds will not be ideal for him. Rolling Dice and D10 both have 3. Om has 3, Habit Gamer with 8, VC Run with 3, Jay-Z with 3, and Mr. Cactus is a lap down, but he has 8 seconds.
So this is anyone's game now.
Yeah, safety car is in
points
this
and
lap.
for wins. Big call then for Luke 1 to go.
Yeah, biggest winner
Obviously,
so far is Unitas plus 10 from his starting position. Also, Havoc Gamer up 9, Rolling Dice up 6, and Footface up 4, some other honourable mentions. And then, biggest loser, Sweatback Flame down 9, Jay-Z down 7, Carl down 6. I'm not counting El Plan because he deliberately lost those places.
El Plan being El Plan.
Just waiting to go green again. Luke the Blade in control of the pace.
Safety car coming into the pits now,
Yeah,
so all good to go.
Everybody can choose when he bolts. He's got his teammate right behind him as well. Jeremy George probably won't want to pressure his teammate too early. Luke the Blade goes now. Has Havoc Gamer just overtaken Om? I think
so, yeah.
Yeah, I think he did.
Oh, he's pitted.
Okay. So, Luke the Blade has got a good restart then over Jeremy Dodge and Mr. Business. Mr. Business, yeah, he's really dropped the two of them. It's been 3 turns back. He's got Frosted Cheese right on his tail, who in turn has to worry about rolling dice. There's quite an even spread throughout the field. Unatos goes for the move on D10 quite a way back. There's contact between the two of them. 3 turn 5. Now they're side by side down this back straight towards turn 6. D10 just about Unatos heading his way past D10, but D10 later on the brakes side by side. There's a big dive run from VC Ryan. Almost contact with... there was some contact. Om manages to stay facing the right direction. Untos has managed to pull off the move on D10. Now Om trying to go for the move on D10 as well. Side by side into turn 9. On the outside, can he make the move stick? I think it's a bit too far back. He has to back out of that one. And now Hard's on the back of VC Ryan as well. front with that 3-second time, but Hart's trying to go for the move into 12. It's so close to contact. They're somehow built face the right way. Frosted Cheese gets the move on Mr. Business. Mr. Business disconnected.
I'll get him back in.
Yeah, I got him as well. He's tumbling down the order. Now the contact on D10, I think that was. D10's gone straight off the track. Mr. Business tumbling down the order. I mean, disconnected. Like, when you disconnect, he gets put on 40 AI.
Not nice. Oh,
yeah.
Send down the inside. Who's that? Almond D10.
Side by side again. Gone on. Break into 5. Gets the move on, but he's gone way too deep, and D10 gets himself back through. Gap the front between the two Alfa Romeos. It's only 0.3 of a second, and Frosted Cheese is a further 1.2 seconds behind them, so they don't have to worry behind, as long as they don't hold each other up too much. Mr. Bins has rejoined, but the damage has been done.
So Williams' power
and
went
D10
really wide
side by side. D10 squeezes his way through on Arm, and through goes Hearts as well. Dropping 2 positions there in the span of 1 corner. The battle at the front. He could be seeing a battle at the front between the two Alfa Romeos before too long. D10 and Hearts side by side. D10 gets himself ahead, and sitting there knowing there's not very much he can do. I feel so bad for Mr. Businessman. Like, he just disconnects, and he goes from P3 to P16.
Yeah, dropping like a fly. Doesn't help.
And now DRS is active, and Jamie Dodge only 0.3 behind Luke the Blade. Now have the DRS down into turn 6, and with these gaps at the moment, they should be safe to battle. And Frosted Cheese has to worry about Unitos behind him as well.
Here's the plan though for Alfa Romeo. If they can just keep DRSing each other, just try not to battle, pile away from Frosted Cheese. It's an easy 1-2.
Mr. Business can't take his car, so he's going to be stuck there. There's Jamie Dodge on Luke the Blade. The two Alfa Romeos swap positions, but Luke the Blade will be sitting behind, knowing he's going to have that run with DRS down into turn 9. So back and forth, swapping positions. I'm getting past Hearts as well. Luke the Blade, does he have enough of an exit to get back past his teammates? Down this back straight into turn 9. Jamie Dodge seems to have the edge, and he just about stays ahead into turn 9. And Unitos go for the move on Frosted Cheese. There's contact between the two of them. Unitos almost gets spun round side by side with Frosted Cheese now. There's contact again. That's so close. They constantly slightly rubbing wheels, and now Unitos is spun round, and he's gone into the barriers. Gone round at 12.
Because he was sliding to the corner.
Yeah, if he managed to drift around the corner there, would have been incredible. Jamie Dodge now 7/10 clear of his teammate. He's really pushing to open that gap up. I think if he can just keep up this pace, he can do it. D10 gets past VC Ryan. And Unitos comes into the pit lane as well. So yeah, his race is run. Now it's 7/10 Jamie Dodge to Luke the Blade. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he tapped his end plate when he spun. And now Luke the Blade's a bit too far back on Jamie Dodge. I think he did
change his wing.
I think he did have. He does have a missing end plate, but he just didn't change it.
Yeah, he didn't change it. Oh.
Now with the front two, Luke the Blade hasn't been able to make the move on his teammate. Although Jamie Dodge gets a bit out of shape on this exit, and I've just been disconnected. I think Steam servers went down again. Steam went down.
Oh goodness.
I think this isn't the first time it's happened. I think Steam just went down again. Of course, it's when there's a battle for the lead.
I'll just give some text. So, Jamie Dodge still.
Yeah, Steam's gone down.
Replays the lead. From Luke.
I think Steam servers just went down. It's not the first time.
Oh god, no.
Okay. Gonna try open up Steam. Get this sorted.
Come on, Steam. Yeah. So, Jamie has.
Yeah, Steam's down.
Got out of that DRS. Yeah. Okay.
There's nothing I can do about that. Can you Discord screen share? You can do that on Xbox now, can't you?
Yeah, I could do actually.
Yeah, I can just stream. I think it's back up.
Is this stream your game?
Oh,
is it?
No, it might be back up. Yes, it's back. It's back.
Right, I'll get you back in. Yep.
Of course, stream servers go
No.
go down when there's a battle for the lead.
Where are you? Where are you? Shoot, I can't find you.
I'm
Oh no, you go up here online, don't you?
Okay, I got one from Miss Business.
Oh, legend.
Yeah. Of course, I get disconnected when there's a battle for the lead. At least it's a. I don't know if it was Steam. No, it must. It showed my Steam account offline, so I think it was. When I looked on Steam, it showed me grayed out.
Yeah, I think Alpha may have got a 1-2 in the bag here.
Is it still Jamie Dodge up front?
Jamie Dodge, Luke Blade, and Ben Frost Cheese is 3.8 behind Luke.
Right, I'm back in. Yeah, Jamie Dodge has got this one now. Just trying to get everything back up again. Alright, apologies about that. So Jamie Dodge now 1.8 seconds clear. Going on to lap 27 of 29. 3 laps to go. Frosted Cheese sitting in that P3, but he's the only one out of the 3 cars behind him that doesn't have a 3-second time penalty. So Frosted Cheese is in a very good position at this stage, and VC Ryan on the back of D10 as well. Carl gets a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. He's down in P11, so I doubt that change. VC Ryan's gone out.
VC Ryan.
Yeah, he's in the middle of the track. He's stopped. Om's gone off. It's too late for another safety car. He's just stopped. He's been squeezed into the outside wall, I think.
Yeah, very curious to see what happened.
I think he got squeezed into the outside wall. He was batting with D10 last I saw. Rolling Dice has made the move on Frosted Cheese. Oh, Frosted will be getting back past with the DRS. Yeah, there's contact with D10.
Oh no.
And now Frosted Cheese are up into P3. He would finish in that position, most likely anyway. But Jamie Dodge just has to hold on without getting a time penalty at this stage. And that should be a relatively simple race victory. That's a car off, I just saw. Mr. Cactus has gone off at 6. Luke the Blade is 2.5 seconds back. Now Hearts gets a 3-second time penalty. That will most likely cost him a P7 position. So back behind. El Plan, after all that, is back up into 6th. Wow. El Plan's recovered all the way to 6th, so yeah, that's impressive.
Driver of the day, I reckon. Driver of the day performance.
Yeah. Mr. Cats with a 3-second time, but Havoc Game has gone out. Same place as A-Games
that's
was.
by the bridge.
Yeah.
For Nicholas Latifi.
You know, he's on the inside there on the exit. Mr. Business still not able to take control of his car. Rolling Dice gets the move on Frosted Cheese for P3. Although with that 3-second time penalty, that will not stand for the end of the race. But Frosted Cheese is going to get him back anyway. On the outside into 9 on the penultimate lap. And that is P3 secured for Frosted Cheese. And getting past Sweatback Flame here. Although on with a 3-second penalty shouldn't affect him. Shouldn't affect Sweatback's race result at all. The Jamie Dodge beginning the final lap. As long as he doesn't get himself a 3-second time penalty, he should be in a relatively safe P1 position. El Plan's now back up to the 5th. It's been crazy from El Plan. And that's going to be 4th when...
P4.
It could well be P4 when Frosted Cheese's... not Frosted Cheese, Rolling Dice's...
Rolling Dice.
Penalty gets applied. So...
Ooh.
What happened?
El Plan nearly...
Oh, this is a helpful camera angle. I just had a camera angle of Jay-Z that's just showing me the pit buildings.
Nice, love that.
Yeah.
I can see on the stream. Last lap then.
Yeah,
and,
onto that.
Alfa Romeo.
And it's 3 seconds clear, so even if he did get a penalty at this point, it shouldn't affect the race result in any way. Frosted Cheese and Rolling Dice engaging in one last battle with Frosted Cheese. Although, but come the end of the race, it shouldn't make a difference to their time. Although, if anything, Rolling Dice doesn't want this battle because it just allows El Plan to gain on him with the time penalties. Although I don't think he will be able to do anything because he's about 4 seconds back now.
Softs. Yeah, both softs
are gone.
Weaving off, yeah.
Yeah. And so then, in the last 2 corners, controlled drive for the entire race. Jamie Dodge across the line on his full-time debut, wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. It's a 1-2 for Alfa Romeo. Frosted Cheese comes home third. Now Plan's gone on the final corner. Again. So, Sweatback then gets P6, Hart's P7, finishes in 8th. Kyle gets points in the end of P10. JD just about misses out P11. Footface actually gets P11 after Jay-Z's penalties get applied.
That's a great performance here. That's a great performance for Footface here.
Then Unitos will come home P13. Mr. Business should really be up there on the podium, but there's nothing he can do with the game. When the game decides to screw you, there's nothing you can do. And if the game's not on your side, you just have to suffer. Does Mr. Cactus have a missing front wing? He seems to have a lot of understeer through that corner. Although he comes across the line to finish the race. That's P60 there for Mr. Cactus.
Driver of the day.
Driver of the day goes to Hart on the game. I don't know. It was a very good race from Hart's there. Where did he start?
Hart's did extremely well. He started P16, didn't he?
14.
14, sorry, because someone got good penalties.
Yeah, Unitos and A-Games.
Yeah. Roland Dice with not a bad shout as well.
Yeah. Honestly, even though he no position, I'm gonna have to give it to Jamie Dodge for that one, personally.
I think Jamie Dodge did really, really well as well, and the fastest lap as well to go with it.
Yeah. Very solid drive. So he is your Abu Dhabi Grand Prix winner then, under the lights, followed by Luke the Blade, Frosted Cheese, D10, Rolling Dice, Sweatback Flame, Hearts, Paro, Kyle, Footface, Jay-Z, and Unitos running off the finishers. Then L Plan, Mr. Business, Mr. Cactus, Havoc Gamer, VC Ryan, A-Games, and Falcon all retiring. So that was the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix then. Thank you to everyone watching the stream, and we will see you soon tomorrow evening for Tier 1 action in the Hungarian Grand Prix. Until then, good night.